Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Speaking Nerd podcast, the place to talk about all things comics, movies, TV, video games, and whatever else we feel like talking about. It doesn't matter anymore. We already made a porn episode, so there's no limit to where we can go now. So today we're going to be going over some gaming conferences that happened within the last month or so. So we're going to be talking about the D23 stuff, both Nintendo Direct and PlayStation State of Play that happened recently, and then also because we talked about it on the group chat a couple times, we'll be mentioning whatever happened at Tokyo Games Week, mainly just the big announcements like we always do for these, conferences and whatnot. But yeah, I feel a lot of it is just we're just gonna skim through it. I wanted to start with the Marvel games. I was about to say DC and Marvel games, but Disney Marvel Game Showcase, which was on
That would
September.
be a scary thing.
Yeah, that actually would be terrifying. Them working together again. So yeah, they did the Marvel Games Disney panel on September 9th, which was cool, I guess. I think the first thing I want to talk about, the big standout for the live stream, which was only a half hour, it was super disappointing, is the Skydance game that got announced. So many months ago, or at least a few months ago, I don't remember, they announced that Marvel and Skydance were going to be collaborating on a project together. And what came about was this Captain America Black Panther hybrid game set during World War II, and I'm actually pretty pumped, to be honest.
Yeah,
it looks interesting.
I mean, it's a very intriguing concept,
Yeah.
and like it looks like it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
I mean the showcase in of itself was disappointing,
Yes.
as was the Disney Marvel.
Yeah, because they were all mobile games.
Majority of them were. There were some stuff for like Midnight Suns and whatnot. Yeah, the other stuff.
Yeah,
was
the game
like,
no one cares about.
Yeah, other stuff was just like mobile games. You don't
There's
really
a
give
game-
shit about.
There's a game by like Niantic, isn't there?
Yes, they're the Pokemon Go developers. They're making a
Pokemon Go
Marvel game. I'm actually interested in that because I have been a Pokemon Go player since the game launched, so I am interested to see what they do with the Marvel license. It's going to be super weird, though, I think. But it would be a nice change of pace from all the other... like
Marvel wants another reason to step out into the sewers on accident.
Open manhole, you're not paying attention. Yeah, besides...
I remember
like,
back in Pokemon Go days, they were finding like dead bodies and stuff from playing that game. That was crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Pokemon Go when it launched was like super crazy. I remember because everybody, like my parents, were playing Pokemon Go and they didn't know what the fuck Pokemon was. Yeah, my mom.
Oh my god.
My mom was
Me and my
really
brother
into
used to play it together. Like I'd carpool with when we would play it. I was like 11.
Yeah, me and my mom was super into it, and me and her would literally go driving around looking for Pokemon like late at night. We would go around to the parks. We'd go like to churches, finding whatever we could. We were into it. And then of course, it just kind of died down. I still play it on occasion. Like every once in a while while I'm out, I'll like pull out my phone and see if there's anything nearby. Or if it's like at a slow day at work, I'll just see what Pokemon are around. But yeah, I am really interested.
Only time I ever really play it nowadays is if there's like another big update for it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, there's not really much for me. Like occasionally, I have a friend of mine who I work with. He's like, hey, you want to participate in like raid battles? And I'm like, sure. Like,
so formal. Hey, do you want to participate in a raid battle?
Yeah. Yeah, just
actually signing up for
throwing that out there.
You
Just like, yeah, sure.
considering a
Want to
different job.
participate in a raid battle?
It sounds like something
You want
out
to
of
participate in some
Step
Squid Games?
Yeah. But the whole mobile game thing, like I'm more excited for the Pokemon Go ripoff than I am for like the other ones involve like the card.
I mean, it's not a ripoff. It's made by the same developers.
Well, I
It's
mean,
like saying Red Dead's a ripoff of GTA.
or I should say, Pokemon Go adjacent is what I should say. But yeah, there's other stuff
Pokemon
like
Go.
Pokemon
spin-off.
Go with like Thor.
what would the game be called? Like Marble Go or something, some stupid like that. Yeah.
Superhero
Spider-Man,
Go.
No Way Go.
Oh my God. Oh man. Yeah, there wasn't really much else to the showcase besides the whole Skydance reveal.
Yeah,
I
the
actually
showcase
am.
was kind of ass besides Black Panther.
Yeah, I actually am pretty pumped for the Tron game that's coming out. I'm a big fan of Tron Legacy, so
I completely forgot about that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm all here for the Tron game. That is top of the list.
I am the number one Tron fan ever, so I'm hyped.
We'll have to do an episode on Tron at later time because
Tron is just
We're gonna
made
review
for
like
video.
Tron Legacy, and then like Tron Uprising.
yeah.
And don't forget the Axel Braun film.
Tron Triple X.
Axel Braun film. It's literally just called Braun.
There you go.
There was also Monkey Island too, which I completely forgot about, which I am curious about because I do really like point and click
It's
adventure
a new
games.
Monkey
so,
Island.
yeah. Return to Monkey Island.
That's wild. Didn't think I'd hear that ever.
It's so weird too, isn't it? Like just for a Disney conference is like, oh yeah, we're making another Monkey Island game. It's like, okay.
I
Sure.
wish they would use the IPs that they got from like LucasArts more for games.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because there's a lot of like untapped potential there. I feel. So, I can definitely get behind like some more.
I'm still salty over that one Star Wars game they canceled.
Oh, yeah. I think I know which one you're talking about, but like, yeah. Other
1313.
13. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Besides that, there really wasn't much else this conference. There was like, I don't know, Aliens is getting another game. Who cares? Avatar is getting another game. Nobody gives a shit about Avatar. And then yeah,
They announced. Like, so there's 2 new Avatar games coming out. Because like, is this not the same one that they just announced?
there's one where it's like a action adventure game, and I'm not sure about the other one. I feel like there is another one, but I'm not sure what that's
So,
about.
I don't remember this, but so are we talking about the good Avatar or the one with the blue people?
Okay. Blue people.
That's got to be racist.
Yeah, it does sound kind of racist.
I'm sorry, Avatar sucks. It's just
The one with the
it's
colored.
objective fact.
I mean, like, I haven't watched the movie in a long time, and so, I mean, I'm tempted to give it another viewing.
I remember. I think it was
the
James
only
Cameron said
Avatar
recently
that's
in an
good is
interview, he's like, if you watch. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the only Avatar that's good and lovely to watch is The Last Airbender. That's it.
Yeah,
Not
that
the,
is a
especially
not the
the,
movie.
No, not the movie.
Avatar,
No, not the
like,
movie. The show.
Avatar is James Cameron's worst movie.
And I don't like James Cameron generally.
Shut up about it, which is annoying. I
The
only
only thing I like about
only
James
kind
Cameron
of
was
like
his
James
Zelda.
Cameron because of the Terminator movies and
Me
Aliens. I don't like him as a person. He's
Me neither.
annoying.
Sorry, James. This is a personal attack on you, you dickhead.
No, fuck you, James.
Yeah, he's just
dickhead.
he's an irritating person. And
Yeah.
he only made 3 movies I liked. So there you go.
Yeah, in whole, like, this whole conference.
You suck.
for
But I was just gonna say.
You suck.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I was gonna ask if you guys saw the new interview that James Cameron did, where he's like, if you watched Avatar at home, you never really fully experienced Avatar. And I remember the top comment to that was, "You're right. It was more ass in the theaters."
It's true.
No, I didn't see that interview, but that's something
That's
for
great.
sure. But yeah, I mean, we've said it already. This whole like showcase for games was just ass. Like it was just plain shit. Like there were a
Yeah.
few like decent, trailers here and there for some stuff. Like mainly the biggest attraction was probably the Skydance Marvel Captain America Black Panther game,
Yeah.
which I am really looking forward.
I mean,
There's
that
a
was
lot of
pretty much the only one.
announcements.
Pretty much the only one that people were talking about.
And on an unrelated note, because I did see, because a lot of people were mentioning this, but earlier today they announced an Iron Man game coming from EA.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's from the oh god, Dead Space.
Yeah, the guys
developers.
making the Dead Space remake. They're making an Iron Man game, and a lot of people felt like that could have been a really good announcement to put in the showcase. And like even just Spider-Man, like something for Spider-Man. I mean, I'm
really,
yeah.
I mean, either of
We
those
saw
would've
nothing
been
for
really
Spider-Man.
good.
No, I mean we got a piece of it in the sizzle, but that was it. So maybe PlayStation will do something later with it. Hopefully, like I want to see more Venom. I want to see more Tony Todd as Venom.
Yeah, I just
Well, I'm
need,
still
I need
crying
more
about
Candyman in my
Wolverine.
life. Be honest.
Anyways, can we get a remake of Deadpool?
Or just a new Deadpool game. Something.
Just straight up a sequel? Can I just get Deadpool 2?
Actually, that is an interesting question. What would be like a AAA Marvel game you would want to see in the future? I mean, I guess
great
Ultimate would be
question.
for Deadpool. For me, I would love to see a AAA Hulk game because I love Ultimate Destruction
Yes.
so much.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
Because I love the Sega game so much.
That game's a piece of shit, but
Well, you see, the Marvel game I would want personally would be Micronauts, the obscure Marvel comic from the 1980s.
Micronaut.
And that would definitely get made.
Oh my god, talk to women.
Okay. I'm gonna give you guys
Triple knot.
2 games that I think would be really cool. Because I'm looking at my Marvel poster over here, and I think I would love to have a Daredevil game.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Absolutely.
But another game that I would like, because the whole craze of like co-op and superhero games is really big right now. I'd love to see a Fantastic Four game. Like that would be really cool.
That's literally what I.
Developed by
literally
Square
what
Enix.
was my, like the second thing I was gonna say.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like Daredevil's a character that has not been given limelight until very recently, and I think a solo, story-driven game with really good gameplay mechanics would be awesome. I would love that.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Like even in the gaming space, he hasn't really had much of a limelight. So I think
No.
a AAA like solo Daredevil game would be pretty interesting. I'd be down for Fantastic Four too, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
I just think Fantastic Four would be like a good fun game. Like you could have a lot of fun with a Fantastic Four game.
yeah.
Just make it a cosmic adventure, and
Yes.
you're good.
Travel.
Just make it as weird as possible.
Yeah, just have a boss fight in the negative zone. I want to fight an eyeless in,
That'd be so
in
cool.
the negative zone. That'd be so much fun.
Dr. Doom,
Yeah.
voiced by MF Doom.
I figured he was going to say something like that.
So besides the games and stuff, we also got some MCU related news for just the whole D23 Expo and whatnot. There was a lot of stuff that came out for movies specifically, but I want to mention Marvel because they did drop a lot of it was just at the conference. Like they didn't give much of like sneak peeks and whatever to official trailers and whatnot, which whatever. But there are 2 trailers that released which I'm actually really interested in. One of which is Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
Which is such an obscure
so
character. And the trailer actually looked pretty cool. The other one was Secret Invasion, which
Also, is like it's really interesting, like
Secret Invasion, more like
the,
Secret
the
Mid.
fact that Michael Giacchino is directing a short film focusing on that. It's
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah, because the whole vibe of the trailer was like classic Universal monster Wolfman type.
Yeah.
You know,
Like that's what I want. Like, give it to me now.
yeah,
It's my that was what I grew up loving, was all that stuff, the monster movies.
Yeah, like honestly, if it goes well, and it's good,
yeah.
just do more of that, because
Oh,
that
absolutely.
if it just feels much more unique
Mhm.
than they
Werewolf
usually do.
by Night is not in the MCU, is it?
I believe it is.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. Which is a super weird
Wow.
thing to think about, because it's like a huge departure. But that's what the MCU needs. It needs diversity in the movies and shows and things it's going to be doing.
Not just diversity; it needs variety too. Like you need something a little
variety's
outside
a better
the
word.
box. Yeah. Like, because when you think back on the MCU, there's not really a lot of like horror elements to certain characters. Like, so I think that'll be a nice kind of contrast from like your Captain Americas or your Ant-Mans and stuff. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, Werewolf by Night, I'm pretty pumped about. Secret Invasion, I'm interested in, mainly just.
I'm very interested in that.
Mainly just for
Nick
Samuel
Fury.
Jackson.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just there for Sam Jackson. Like, that's all.
We
that's all
needed
there
a
is
Nick Fury movie.
I'm fine with that.
We do need a Nick Fury. No, like, when I saw the trailer, the thing I was most excited about is that we're actually getting the actual Nick Fury this time around, and not a freaking Skrull.
Yeah.
Which was super annoying when that was
We'll
revealed.
get Quentin Tarantino's Nick Fury.
the Pulp Fiction Nick Fury.
Why hasn't Quentin Tarantino made a Marvel movie yet?
That would be super weird. It'd be so
He
strange.
killed like a Punisher movie.
That'd be actually amazing if he made a. Now I want to watch Pulp Fiction.
That's just gonna be Tarantino's last movie. He's just gonna make a Marvel movie.
End it off on a
He's
perfect
gonna
note.
he's gonna make the next Avengers.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
His
he's
dialogue is
gonna
just
have
nothing but
dialogue.
racial slurs.
Yeah, really, that's what he's gonna do. And it's gonna be him saying them.
Tarantino's gonna make he's gonna direct Secret Wars. Secret
God, that'd be
Secret Wars. That would be a radical movie to watch.
radical, bro. It'd be crazy. Oh man.
I can't talk.
Quentin
They're
Tarantino.
just racist. Yours is just racist.
Besides those two, like you had like other stuff, which like you had a news on Daredevil, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And then you had other stuff like Thunderbolts, which I don't really care about at all.
No, me neither. Team looked AF.
That movie's gonna make a whole $30 in the box office.
I also love how like automatically people were shipping Bucky and darn I forget. Yelena.
Yeah.
Yelena.
It's so weird with him on the team.
I love how fast that they shipped those two, whatever.
Like if all the.
Bro, have you seen that meme where it was
weird.
like the lineup and it was like it had like the whole lineup and it was like super soldier,
Yeah.
the only useful character and it was the Ghost.
Yeah.
Also, I wish they didn't put a bunch of villains on there or whatever.
I pray to God that this is a different Taskmaster.
Isn't that basically what the Thunderbolts is, though? It's basically their Suicide Squad, or Marvel's Suicide Squad. So
yeah.
Yeah, but it's just that, like, well, one, most of those characters that they chose are way too similar to be on the same team. And two, there's much more interesting villains you could have stuck on a team together.
Yeah, like where's Abomination? Like I would love to see Abomination on the
Like-
Thunderbolts. That would have made like an interesting
Like guys,
contrast.
what
that
are
would've been
these
sick.
characters?
I'm
Gonna,
Deadpool
what
and
are these
Thunderbolts,
characters
why
gonna
not?
like
Yeah,
conflicting
sure.
contrast on? Like they're just super soldiers. Like like what's the dynamic here, guys?
I guess like if you're gonna take, because my big issue with the lineup, I don't mind most of them, but it's Winter Soldier and then it's a Red Guardian are the only ones that I would switch out. I mean, like if we're going with an all villain team here, it's like who do you switch out with? Like I guess Abomination would be a clear one, but who do you get? Like what other villains are left in the MCU right now that you could
Like
I mean, there's always Thanos.
Bring back
why
Red
is it
Skull.
yeah, somehow
in the
just
Thunderbolts?
rise from the grave.
Guys, why isn't Zemo in the freaking Thunderbolts?
Bro, right?
Yeah.
Right? Oh
He's
my
supposed to
god.
be like the leader
Could
or
have put
whatever.
Bullseye.
Yeah, Bullseye too. Like just put in actual villains. Like
Dude, Zemo would have been so good. Perfect. He would have been perfect.
I just don't like that they put in a bunch of like
Just have Kevin Feige be the leader.
non-villains.
At
Like-
this
like
point, the way the
villains can be
MCU is going,
redeemed
he'll leave
in
into bankruptcy.
Villains can be redeemed in something like the Thunderbolts, but I don't want them to be redeemed at the start.
The next Suicide Squad movie is just going to be a bunch of Warner Brothers executives.
David Zaslav is like the leader.
That movie would be like over in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They won last
Just
time.
destroy it.
Yeah, they're not lasting at all. One more point I want to make before we move on. Why is the leader the main villain of a Captain America movie?
Yeah.
That it makes absolutely no sense.
I don't get it.
They're just
It just
simply built
doesn't.
different.
Like guys, no, it doesn't
No.
make sense.
No,
Can I
it's
say
not.
a joke that I was going to make earlier real quick?
Sure.
Task Force X, I need you to terminate the Batgirl movie.
Oh.
Wow.
Alright, you can move on.
Yeah, it's just.
Can't come back from that joke.
I did. I don't know, man. But yeah, I don't know what. Like the leader of all just put Zemo in there since you wasted him in the Falcon and the
Just
Winter
like
Soldier.
maybe
And Civil.
okay.
I mean,
Here's like a destroying idea here. Maybe put in a villain in the movie that is a villain of the character who is the protagonist of
Yeah.
the movie.
Exactly.
I know that's a crazy idea.
I know, it's insane.
From Deadpool. So they're all
That's
played by Josh Brolin.
absolutely insane that you could have a villain of the hero in a movie.
Yeah.
About said.
You just make a Punisher movie and then all of a
I know.
sudden Green Goblin shows up. It's just like, hey guys.
It's just like it's like you get Spider-Man,
Never catch me alive. Punisher.
and then you throw in the Crimson Dynamo. It's
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's like you'll never. It's like we can rule this world together, Punisher, and he just puts a bullet in his skull.
Yeah. We're the same, you and I. Bam. You're dead. Movie over.
He just
Like, imagine-
he pulls a Ajax from the first Deadpool.
It's like
Oh.
imagine if you made a Thor movie, and then just like
Imagine.
Doctor Doom showed up without any explanation,
Yeah.
and then that's the movie.
Yeah.
Played by MF Doom. I swear to God, if they ever do that Doctor Doom film and they don't have an MF Doom song in the soundtrack, I'm literally gonna refund my ticket.
They're never gonna put MF Doom in Doctor Doom movie. Well,
I'm praying
actually,
to
you never know
God.
because they put an Eminem song for the Venom soundtrack, so anything's possible, I guess.
But MF Doom is dead, so they can at least just pay some homage, at least.
But you see, there's the problem there. Venom was made by Sony, who just, they'll do whatever.
Also, Eminem's like the
But Disney,
highest selling rap artist, and MF Doom is still severely underground compared to him.
I mean,
But still, just play an MF Doom song. Disney, if you're listening to this, just buy out the rights to his music.
I'm sure
and put it
Marvel
in
has
every
made
MCU
some
film.
weird music choice in the past. I'm sure, like, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'm sure that's happened before. But I don't have anything else to say about all the Marvel stuff. If you guys do, if you want to.
yeah, there's literally nothing. Literally nothing to say besides disappointing.
Yeah.
Sure.
With a couple moments that.
Yeah, it's like you have these.
I described this Marvel showcase like they described me at birth. Damn, I wish he was different.
And on that note,
Star Wars.
Star Wars, no. The next two I want to talk about are the State of Play and the Nintendo Direct that happened on the same day that were like a few hours apart from each other. And I guess like
Okay, can I handle the Nintendo Direct?
Sure.
Okay, I got some thoughts.
They didn't make Xbox Direct.
Okay, so
my
first
God,
we got.
donkeys. Never mind.
Oh my
Go
gosh,
ahead.
shut up.
I'll save my
Please.
thoughts for after the podcast.
Okay. Firstly, they put some farmer games like in there for.
There was a
like,
lot of farming
for
games.
some reason. They're like counting the like the Japanese. There was like a only Japanese Nintendo Direct. There's like 4 farmer games for Nintendo, which that's a thing. Yeah.
Farming Simulator
There's a
6000
bunch.
coming to Nintendo Switch.
Then there's a bunch of RPGs, which I'm cool with that. Like, I love RPGs.
Yeah.
But the one thing I was actually interested in, the whole time was the Legend of Zelda reveal.
I almost thought you were going to say GoldenEye coming to Nintendo Switch only.
Though I
will
will
Game
say
Pass,
that
just random.
Yeah, it is coming to Game Pass too. That's so weird, right?
I mean, GoldenEye is great.
Yeah. GoldenEye is.
I really hope they
It's nice.
fix the control scheme because I cannot play that game with an N64 controller. I'd rather shoot myself to the moon.
They probably won't. It's probably just going to be attempting to play an N64 game on a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
So.
You have to have an N64 controller to play it.
Have you met Nintendo?
You gotta buy like a USB
controls.
N64 controller to play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my basic take on the whole on the whole Nintendo thing. Like, I mean, if you really like farming simulators, it's a good time for you.
Yeah, that was really weird. Just a good chunk of it was all like.
Or if you're really into RPGs, I mean, good for you.
Yeah.
In the words of Video Game Donkey, Nintendo has the worst characters.
Yeah, I think
all I'm waiting for is the Metroid Prime 4 reveal.
it's probably going to happen later this year, like probably closer to the end of 2022.
All right, so for the next Nintendo system, Metroid Prime 4 is going to be like the launch title.
It should. Like, I would buy that. Like, I would be the first person to buy that.
Yeah, it was just.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It was
Us talking about like the Nintendo Direct. It just randomly reminded me of the of that Donkey video of like the Xbox Direct, and he's like brand new Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts 2 coming to PlayStation.
Oh wait, actually, Actually, there was one thing I didn't cover. The, greatest sequel, the greatest game sequel that has ever happened is coming very soon. Pikmin 4.
Oh yes, Pikmin 4.
Let's grab a Pikmin. Bro, I've tried to buy like an actual copy of like the first Pikmin, and I'm not selling a kidney.
Yeah, Pikmin's like expensive, so expensive.
We'll go back to piracy. To pirating.
It is, yeah. Because people pirate every other Nintendo console, so why not do it for Pikmin 4?
They took down all the good emulation sites. It's like a war zone out there.
As far as stuff I'm excited about, Zelda looks pretty cool. Kirby Return to Dreamland, it was really weird, but I dig it. Crisis
I'm just
Core
here for
is
the
interesting. It was weird that they're adding Sifu to the Nintendo Switch, but my question is, where's the Arkham collection?
Reading what to the
That was
Nintendo
rude.
Yes, sir.
We need more Batman.
So they're adding Sifu to the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, the martial arts game.
My brother in Christ, are they hooking up a grill to a USB port of the dock?
I have no idea. The game's probably just gonna run at like 15 frames a second anyway, so.
What did you expect?
It's gonna overheat your Switch so you can actually cook on it.
If it's not an actual cartridge, then
Yeah.
it'll probably just be a cloud game like they're doing for the Resident Evil games, which, like, I think Village, Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Resident Evil 3 Remake are also, like, they're coming to Switch, and they're all cloud games, so that sucks.
Village is coming to Switch?
Yep.
Man, that game's gonna run terrible.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. But at least you'll get
I can't wait to watch a Switch.
what was that vampire's name? Lady Demeter? I can't remember her name, but
Colored big titty woman.
Big Titty Vampire. That's her name. That's it.
Just an episode of True Blood.
Yeah, that's it. Besides that, yeah, you're right. It was mostly just farming games, which are super weird. So, let's talk about the state of play that happened. And man, there wasn't a whole lot to this either.
Literally, nothing happened at it. Why didn't you know what happened?
God of War got a new trailer. That was pretty cool.
Yes.
That's the
That
only
is a
thing I
game
saw.
series
That
have
I
to get
didn't even
around
watch the
playing.
trailer. I just saw it happen.
Besides that, there was Tekken 8 revealed. Everybody likes Tekken, right?
I mean,
I love
Look,
Tekken.
it's like the originator,
I like Tekken.
Tekken 2.
but I haven't. Like, one of my friends is like a huge Tekken fan. Like, they love, like, all they'll do when they're with me is they do the Brian laugh.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I've heard it so much that I can't listen to it anymore. But I've never played Tekken. I've just seen gameplay of it, so I need to play it.
I've only played one Tekken game, which
What I'm gonna
was
say about Tekken.
Tekken 6, which was really good as a fighting game, but like they had a story mode too, and that was pretty garbage. So
Yeah.
I think with most fighting games, I prefer it in the arcade.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Unless it's like Mortal Kombat or anything by NetherRealm.
I think there's just a special. There's a special energy to like play with a friend in an arcade,
that's fair.
Yeah, I agree.
and I think it's a better experience personally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say about Tekken is I feel the same way about it that I do about like Street Fighter, where Street Fighter was like the originator for like 2D fighting games, and then Mortal Kombat did everything better. And so, in my opinion, Tekken originated 3D fighting games pretty much, but Soul Calibur is still better, and I will die on that hill.
I really like Soul Calibur, especially Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2 is one of my favorite fighting games of all time.
Honestly, Street Fighter and
What other games
Street
do you
Fighter
have
and Tekken
spawn fight?
are probably still
Mortal Kombat
What just
11, I
happened?
guess.
like,
Oh yeah, happy Spawntember, everyone.
Yeah,
didn't mention that before.
So, well, very soon,
Oh my God! Save it for the end.
it'll just happen before you know it. So, you better be checking my channel.
Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot
Anyway,
about this. PlayStation's basically doing NFTs now.
Heard about that? Yep.
Yeah, that is a thing, and
So I'm buying an Xbox.
you know,
It's so stupid.
I mean, what did I tell you guys? PlayStation is not to be trusted.
Hey man,
I'm
I
just
was
saying,
always
bro.
an
If they
Xbox
sell
guy.
GTA 6 as an NFT,
I
I
just
might
got
have to get into
PlayStation
it.
so I can play Spider-Man. Honestly, that's really
Feel
the only reason I
vindicated.
got it.
We should talk about
Play
GTA
on-
6.
You can play it on
Yeah,
PC now.
GTA got leaked out.
Yeah, but I can't afford a PC.
Yeah,
And
bro, did you see? Okay, no, hold on.
a good PC,
Bro.
I mean.
Literally, all these game events are happening, and right when they all end, GTA 6 gets leaked, and then Diablo 4 got leaked.
That was
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah, I didn't really. I did see
The
the
GTA
whole,
6 one is wild, though.
I did see the
Because
GTA
that's
6
like
one.
the most hyped game ever.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean it's a game that should have been here for like that should have released like 5 years ago, but you
Yeah.
know everybody needs like 10 extra copies of
If this
GTA
game
5.
does not transcend the metaverse, then I don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at this point, like, so I enjoy GTA 5 like thoroughly, and I think GTA 4 is great, but it's like it's been so long without a GTA game that I almost don't care about it anymore, and like GTA is the same
Okay,
thing
buddy,
almost every.
okay.
It's like
Chill out there,
every
pal.
time it's like, okay, it's super interesting. You're a criminal, and you shoot guns, and you run around some city, and you know, sometimes there's a good story, sometimes there's not. It's like, and I mean, you could argue that for any
Bro,
game,
what are
but I
you
just think
smoking?
I'm
GTA,
gonna be real
GTA,
honest.
super
Hey.
like it's super boring for me now.
I'm
Like,
gonna
how
be
can
real
you get
honest.
better than 5? How can you get better than GTA 5?
I never really got into GTA personally.
Yeah,
I'm leaving this podcast because of both of you.
I mean,
Because
I
Grand
play
Theft Auto is
GTA
my
a
favorite game
lot.
series of all time. And I will die on that hill.
Oh, that's a horrible take. That is just a terrible take. I don't even
GTA is
care.
my
I don't.
favorite
That is just,
franchise. Rockstar is my favorite developer.
okay. Yeah. Wow. Good for you.
Bro,
That's an ass take
they've
as
been
well,
the consistent ever.
bro. You need to go
They've
back
been,
on that phone call with that girl
who's
because
better?
you
Who's
obviously
better?
have no place
Who
here.
on God's green earth is better than Rockstar?
Who on God's green earth is better than Rockstar? Okay.
Who?
I need to think a bit, but okay.
While
I'll tell you.
No.
while you're
No, I'll tell
thinking
you this.
about it, I'm
Yeah, go
gonna
ahead.
move on to the Tokyo Game Show that happened.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because there were some.
Which I didn't even know happened, and my bad for that.
That feels. Never mind.
That feels mildly inappropriate for this conversation.
Well, just because I remember him mentioning, he's like, "Are we going to talk about Tokyo Game this week?" I'm like, I don't know, maybe. So I don't know. While I'm looking up on my phone because my internet is out on the computer for some reason. I guess I don't know. Like I am interested to see what they do with GTA 6, but
Me too.
I am also in your same boat where it's just like, where do you go from GTA 5?
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you where you go. You go beyond.
Get some bitches.
Alright. Just GTA
Go
go
Batman.
no, you get
Batman
bitches in every
beyond.
game, so that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Grand
You go
Theft
beyond.
Auto.
Grand Theft Auto World. Grand Theft Auto Arkham World. That's what it is.
Grand Theft Arkham World. Play as Michael DeSanta in his Arkham Asylum
in his Arkham Asylum mansion.
It's just-
I'm sure there's already a
yeah,
GTA mod out there, which
you
is
own
basically
Arkham. You
Grand
just
Theft
So
Arkham.
you build a corrupt GCPD and you gotta dodge
That's-
Batman.
okay, that's one thing about GTA 5 is the mods are insanely cool. Like, I'm not hating on GTA 5, and I'm not hating on GTA 4 or Red Dead, like Red Dead 1 or 2. I'm not hating on that. I'm just saying I think there's better games out there. But no, like modding in that game. Can you imagine? Okay, shut up, Alter. You ass
What's a
rider.
better game than San Andreas?
Well, it's all comes down to opinion. Like I could think of 3 games that are better than
It's
GTA
like
San
San
Andreas.
Andreas and GTA 4. My top 3 games are San Andreas, GTA 4, and Arkham City in no order.
Okay, well, your opinion doesn't count. I'm kidding. All right, you want to move
Honestly,
on
most
to the
of my
next?
favorite games come from Nintendo or Sega, so I don't have any
Yeah,
stake in
because
this
you live in a
conversation.
household
Nothing wrong
where
with
the
that.
games are
Nothing wrong with
that.
All right, so I got a list here from the Tokyo Game Show, and most of it is just stuff that we've already seen before announced, like just more info. They showed more Tekken 8 there, like they had some more info there. Street Fighter 6 also got some limelight there. Resident Evil Village DLC.
That's a game I'll be playing day one.
Oh, Street Fighter 6?
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah. I haven't played a.
Yeah, I'm
That's
excited.
the next Freaky Nerd plays.
The only Street Fighter game that I've really sunken my teeth into is Street Fighter 4. Like I haven't played 5 at all.
I mean, I love all this. I've played a crap ton of like every Street Fighter game, specifically Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 4, and Street Fighter 5. But I will say I've played a lot more Marvel vs. Capcom 3 than any Street Fighter game.
Yeah, that's true. Same here.
Even though they play the exact same, it's like you can't spam as Deadpool, so I don't want to play it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Resident Evil Village DLC, which is just more of the Winters family, I guess. Yakuza got some limelight, and also Sonic Frontiers.
Who cares?
Yeah. Well, I know.
Sonic Frontier.
Hopefully, it's
Sonic
not
Frontiers.
Oh my god.
I have faith. It may not be like wise to have faith in Sega, but you know, I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling.
Well, it's just like with Sonic.
Yes.
Who's
It's
more
like-
inconsistent, Ubisoft or Sega?
Ooh, that's
I'd go with Sega. I mean, even when they're bad, they're consistent.
Yeah, at least Ubisoft. Here's the thing. Sega has really good games and really bad games. At least Ubisoft is consistently mid. So therefore,
every once in a while they might have some good releases. Like the last Ubisoft game that I could think of off the top of my head was like something like Scott Pilgrim, but even that's kind of stretching it a little bit. So, well, I mean, just as far as the company.
just-
the last good Ubisoft game
Ubisoft
was like
has
Black
been-
Flag.
Gone for a while.
Oh, hold on, no, I take it back. Origins was like the last good Ubisoft game.
Yeah, I can't really speak for Assassin's Creed. I know Swifty will, but yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
even
Swifty,
that
by
game's
the way,
not
I
like
just got your
fantastic.
tweets
It's
that you
just,
sent me.
it's just a good game.
There was also Star Wars Eclipse, which is basically, it's made by Quantic Dream, which they did Until Dawn. So it's basically Until Dawn Star Wars edition.
So it's gonna be Telltale Star Wars.
In a sense, yeah.
Therefore, sign me up. Game of the year.
I just hope that David Cage doesn't go anywhere near this game. Because I don't like David Cage.
Yeah, please do.
Keep his...
Bro, we need like a really M-rated Star Wars game where like you're just slicing people open with like lightsabers.
Isn't that just The Force Unleashed?
That's what I was about to say.
I haven't played the
Like,
fourth
dude,
Unleashed, so don't kill me.
I mean, like, you've been real quiet since this one dropped.
That's what they promised. Fallen Order was going to be in the Disney Center right before it dropped.
Yeah. As far as some last minute stuff, you got stuff like Monster Hunter and Deathloop getting updates or whatnot. So not a whole lot there, honestly. But
I love Deathloop.
is it good? Like, I've seen bits on
It's a
it,
great
but
game.
Is it? Okay. I'll have to check.
Man, I haven't finished it yet, but what I've played so far, I need to go back to it. But
Okay.
what I've played so far is really, really solid. It's like, it gives me a lot of BioShock vibes. It's like a Bethesda made BioShock,
Mm-hmm.
and there was no glitches that normal Bethesda games have.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But that's really it. I think as far as all the conferences go, none of them were really that good, if we're all being honest. If you guys had to pick your favorite conference out of these, just from the announcements alone, which one would you go with?
State of Play, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd go State of Play too. I'm assuming AJ would probably go with Nintendo.
I'd go with State of Play. I mean, well, it's complicated.
You got proved wrong, my brother.
I'll say between State of Play and Nintendo.
All right, I'm good. I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Because
I don't know what happened.
I don't know either.
I really, because that kind of covers all the stuff I'm actually waiting for.
Yeah. Swifty, out of all the conferences we talked about, which one was your favorite in terms of just reveals and such?
Oh man, they all suck ass.
I know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just go with the State of Play
Okay.
with the other three shows.
Out of the ones that I thought had the most interesting things, it was probably Tokyo and the first one that we talked about with the Captain America Black Panther one. What the hell is that one called?
the Marvel Disney Game Showcase.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, just because it touched on Secret. Was that the one with Secret Invasion?
No,
right?
that was
the same one.
That was
D20.
Yeah, they had a D23 thing like the next day.
You just know what he's talking about.
But yeah, no, I'm so discombobulated. Okay, probably D23 then, because I'm most intrigued about that, and I guess that's overall the best one.
Wasn't
But yeah, most of it was all.
too?
Yeah. I didn't catch what you said, and I really don't care. So I'm just gonna give it back to Marvel.
Do they see this gun show?
Just edit it out.
I just asked if it was a Star Wars Andor trailer.
Yeah, I mean, out of all
Was that
these,
part of D23?
which one was?
Andor.
Andor.
I don't think
Yeah, that was.
Andor trailer?
Yeah, that was D23. Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, we missed a whole
I thought I
bunch
never
of
watched it. I just wanted to bring it up
Star
just
Wars.
because Star Wars.
Andor. I mean, we said this before, but it's just like, hopefully, it's not bad. But I'm not
I
particularly
agree.
excited about it myself. So.
The
Me
few
neither.
clips
I'm
I've
like
seen, I'm
lukewarm.
not hyped for it, but it doesn't look terrible.
No.
I did really like his character.
Yeah,
in Rogue.
I'm really excited
one.
for Andor. Yeah, Rogue One was my favorite Disney Star Wars movie. So
I don't love Rogue One, but I
Mine was
also don't
Solo,
hate. I
so
like
they
it.
just
I
make
think it's a
Solo
good movie.
too. They should make a Lando film with Childish Gambino and Lando.
Solo, a lot of people sleep on, but I actually like that one.
What, Solo?
Solo, yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah, I
thing
like
I was
both
just kind
those.
of interested in, it wasn't part of the whole Marvel thing or Star Wars, but like Indiana Jones 5, I'm really curious about.
Yes.
oh,
Look,
me
when you see
too. Me
Harrison
too. I'm
Ford
really excited for that
genuinely
one.
cry about something,
Yeah.
you know something's bound to be good. because he does not do that ever.
Yeah.
Even with like Carrie Fisher, he didn't cry. You could tell he wanted to, but he didn't cry. So you can see he's really emotional about doing it again, which is rare for him too. Is like he continuously declines movies because he's like, "Yeah, I don't care. Show me the money." It's so funny.
Yeah, like
I love Harrison Ford.
like when you really think.
I
like,
mean, if
what
he
was
did Call of the Wild, then they obviously have to pay him a lot.
What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, when was the last time you could think about where he actually really gave a shit about the projects he was in?
Right.
Because he doesn't like
probably
Star
in the
Wars at
90s.
all. Or
The
at least
original
his role.
Trilogy.
Yeah, like I think the last time he gave a shit was probably in the 90s. He was in a couple great movies in the 90s that were like not blockbuster
yeah.
hits. They were like very introspective movies. Like one of my favorite movies, and I only watched it because I heard about it from Kevin Smith. It's called Regarding Henry.
Yeah, I
oh
remember
my
that
God.
too.
When I first saw that movie, I was hooked on it, and that's probably maybe my favorite Harrison Ford movie. Like, I mean,
Deservedly.
give or take, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and give or take the Indiana Jones trilogy, but
Yeah.
outside of that, it's like probably Regarding Henry.
Yeah.
Fugitive's great too. Like,
Mhm.
I think he cared
Yeah, I
about
love
those
The
parts.
Fugitive.
It's gonna be Warner Brothers when they
Yeah,
finally
I
discuss
think
Superman regarding Henry.
That was Tommy Lee Jones. That was Tommy Lee Jones's Batman Forever part before he turned into Two-Face. By the way, that's who he was. The guy in The Fugitive. Nobody got that joke.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Yeah, somehow Tommy Lee Jones went from a
I got
sophisticated
it. I
human
got
being
it. Don't worry.
to whatever the fuck he was in Batman Forever.
That Abomination.
He turned into the Joker.
He
Yeah,
literally
really?
did, yeah.
He won.
Fucking Batman Forever. God damn it. Yeah,
Love that movie. Anyways,
it's weird. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Tell us in the comments what your favorite announcement was. I think as far as my favorite announcements, it was probably the Captain America Black Panther game is like top of that list for sure. Yeah. So yeah, sound off in the comments what you.
Legend of Zelda for me.
Yeah. You guys got stuff to plug?
my favorite wasn't even part of like an actual showcase. Mine was the GTA 6 leak.
I guess that's what his plug is.
I mean, it happened during the week, so like, I guess I can.
AJ, I think, has the most to plug for recent.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do
literally has a
have
schedule.
I do have a schedule. I have a lot of ideas, and there's a lot in the works. And very, very soon, I'm releasing a Spawn video, which is, very different from what I usually do, and I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited about it.
And I think the editing is going to be very much a step up from usual.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, me too.
It's also AJ's birthday this week, so let's wish AJ a happy birthday.
Oh,
2
yes.
days early.
Yeah, it's
Happy birthday.
Yes. By the time
It's
this
not gonna be
comes
2
out,
days early
it'll
when it
be a
drops.
day later. So everybody go send belated birthday messages over to AJ.
Yeah.
He deserves
Thank
it.
you guys.
Wow. Do you know when the Spawn video is coming out, AJ? I thought you said it was coming out on a Friday, but I don't remember which Friday. Was this Friday? Next Friday?
I'm probably gonna do this Friday.
Cool.
I might even go crazy and just do it on my birthday.
Hey, that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
I was just about to make a really messed up joke. I'll tell you. I'll tell you guys after the podcast.
Are you sure you don't want to put it in the episode?
Yeah, because it has to do. I can't. No, because it's about someone that I love. I can't say it.
All right.
I can't say it.
I mean,
I cut my jokes out all the time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, of all the. We listen to Alter's jokes pretty much every
Yeah, but
episode.
this is. I can't. I'll wait.
Okay. Anybody else? plugging shit?
I'm the worst YouTuber in this chat,
Yes.
so I have nothing to plug. My videos are shit, and my scripts suck, and I'm being 100% serious, so I have nothing to plug.
You're being too hard on yourself, jeez.
Oh, dude, I'm shit. But it's alright. It's okay. I have you guys to lean on.
Hey, dude,
This is a Wendy's.
Dude, you're good.
I don't want
mean,
compliments. I
you've
don't
made
want
more
that. I
videos
just-
than I have in the
Yeah, I
past
have.
couple months. I mean,
I have, and they all have like 14 views. But it's okay.
I haven't made a video since like so long.
I'm sorry. Your videos are really good though. But yeah, all I have to plug is that.
Okay.
I will see you on the next episode.
Sure. Alter, you want to plug something?
He doesn't. No. He doesn't have anything to plug. We're
No?
good.
Okay.
Roll the credits.
Let's go run my numbers up. Just go run them up. With the grab on everything. Just go run them up.
Okay.
Go follow my MySpace. Go follow the OnlyFans. Go follow the.
Go follow him on
Go follow
Craigslist,
the.
everybody.
Oh, man,
Go follow the
MySpace.
Tinder.
Tender? Did you say tender?
Yeah,
or
go
Tinder?
follow him on Tinder. Because that's a thing.
Oh man.
Go follow me on my WBID account. Go follow me on.
Oh wow. The idiot I am, still trying to
Go
get
follow
into it
me
every
on my
time I
official-
re-download Arkham
Go
Origins.
follow me
to
on
get
my
the
Me
1 million
page.
suit.
younow.com/alterbrown.
You can follow me. You
Yeah.
can follow him at alterbrat@hotmail.com.
Periscope. Is
Or
Periscope
Apple
still a
ID.
thing?
You can
Probably
follow
not.
Oh my god, I remember
You can follow
Periscope.
me
Wow.
you can follow me at alterbrat.blog.playstation.com.
Alright. I think that's enough plugging for one outro. Unless, well, Marvel's
Okay.
Oh,
the last one to go.
As far as
Just
my
go follow me in real life.
Yeah, literally stalk him. Peek around the corners, all that.
You'll
That's-
see live content as soon as it drops.
Yeah. As far as my stuff, I just had a couple of videos released this past week. One of which was celebrating the 2-year anniversary of my first review. Arkham Asylum, the best game ever made. Actually, no, it's not, but still pretty
No,
damn
but it's
good.
up there.
GTA 4 is better.
I also have another video basically going over both Black Adam trailers, which is kind of a reaction. So check those out. And also go check out my last full review, which was Marvel Spider-Man, which actually is doing pretty well in terms of views,
Yep.
I've been noticing. Well, I'm almost at 200. Which
Go check out
is
the Let's Play
so
channel
shit.
because
That's
it'll be
awesome.
you.
Oh yes, the Let's Play channel. Bunch of videos have been coming out for that. Playing the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie game, so that's fun. And
The game I have the most nostalgia for when it comes to Spider-Man.
see, I knew it was a good thing to start with that. So I'm making all the
Yeah.
right choices.
You better play Web of Shadows in the future. 'Cause
Oh
that
yeah,
will
no,
be my
totally.
nostalgia. That's going to be my nostalgia game.
Hold on,
I'll be there for
Marvel,
every
can
episode.
can we hook up like some sort of online, can we do like an online playthrough of Friend or Foe?
I'm sure
Oh,
we can make
wow.
that happen. I'm sure
And
it's
then you-
possible.
He's got to have the dread of playing through the Amazing Spider-Man games. He probably won't even do it. He's like, yeah, I'm going to skip this one.
I'm gonna do
If you want to
it,
play
just-
through the Amazing Spider-Man games, I recommend you just mod them while you do
Look,
it.
the first one reminds me of my childhood, so I give it slack, but the second one's just god-awful.
The first one's alright. The first one has some redeeming qualities, but if you want to play the second one, I say pop a perk 30 before you do it, and make sure you mod the game first.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
But yeah, lots of
The only
He opens the thing. He's like, "Oh, it was
Only
good,
thing I
man.
remember-
It's Marvel DC."
thing I remember
so
from
lots
those
of stuff
games was
happened,
that
for sure.
that I like the swinging.
What, in the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one was interesting.
It's a
The
cool
swinging
idea
that they
where it's
did.
like each trigger is
was.
each hand.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to end this, so I'm just gonna say see ya.
See ya!